Gone now, bye-bye, running like a halfback. Going now, bye-bye, never will I come back. Never will I be stuck, living like a thumbtack. Stuck, not moving with the paper. Running from the wire, feds to try to tape ya. Go to Charlie, try to rape ya. So I'm running from a cop out. But if I feel the way I got it, you pop out. Ow. Yeah, kinda catch 22. Tell me what a real nigga supposed to do. Real niggas in the game need a chosen few. And main told me pick a lane, I'ma keep it true. That's also hard. I can be it. That ain't even what you doing, that's some action. I ain't running from rap trick. Just fucking you and never coming back. I'm never coming back. I don't know where I'm going. One thing I know, I'm not coming back no more. So I just keep on running. I'll keep running till I can't talk again. Face running from the speakers, sorta like the stereo bite, and I'ma make it. Running from the stereotypes, like I'm just another nigga that raps. Like I'm running with lies, not running with facts. Running with guys, that's running with straps. Till I took total back. Run after that. No, I'ma have to run after that. Where it's gonna be rap. I wasn't brought up in that. Something they lack. Name off of that. Keep it original. Keep like the winners do. My bar's so visual and you're so minimal that I'll just shit on you. Going. Don't I know I'm not coming back no more. I just keep on running. I keep running. I can't come home. So I just keep on running. This be the relish I ever wrote. Shout out to Young Ace. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Bed-Stuy. Shout out to Pac. Shout out to Big. Shout out to Pesh. Shout out to Mano. Mousy. 380. Shout out to Brooklyn. Bed-Stuy. Particularly. Looking for the exit, my money to chalk, your money to text. Like shit, doing about 80 on that turn. Thinking about 80 and I'm hoping that it turn. On my this tongue left, you wonder why I turn right. You let it go, and you think I'm talking strong, right? Strong, right? From your mistake, that's what they told. Truth in the streets by the gangsters in the O's. Middle finger to the wall, I said cold. Just pass me the ball. Leave out the score right or I'm gonna get the call. And one strong definitely make the basket. Hit you more like get the ball and try to pass. Acid, explosion, focus, Cuban, violence, pollution, minds are polluted. All I know is money and vision of the time. All you know is funny, skinny jean, now you around. Got I slap with my perm. Whip in a girl, no I can return. No cursory repay me to see me or either pay for a fucking CD. Fellas. See the realest shit I ever wrote. Let's see the rays in the realest shit I ever smoked.
So you could throat it down that way. Nigga deep throat. Imagine a fucking pea coat, me broke, me raw coat. Hey, I'm about a damn yacht, damn tops. Hey, to get your man top in my house with the llama house. I ain't trying out. I ain't out. Shout out to my brother Young Ace. This is his song. Man, we should be vegan. How they getting rid of the beef? I throw exotic in the wood, start spinning the leaf. If it ain't about the money, start making it breathe. Sheesh. Like how can I every and it's beat up. Oh boy, that thing crazy. I gotta bring it back at one time. Oh no. Oh my goodness, like those lyrics are crazy. How many of us have been betrayed by a friend? Supposed to be your friend to the end, but they sneak. It's be the realest I ever wrote. How many of us? That's a definite quality. That's a strange way, you know. That's an unfortunate way of living. It's not easy. The realest ish, realest thing ever wrote. I met a young lady today that did my hair. She said her mom was like 47. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be 45. Like, damn, this young lady could be my daughter. Oh, my God, wasn't she a beautiful, pleasant young lady? Oh my goodness. I'm just like such a fogey, and I love it. Those young people told me I had it. They told me whatever fountain I had for youth, I needed to leave it in the shop. And it was so sweet and pleasant. And I'm like, oh my God, these are young people. Like, you know, they're in their 20s. And I'm like, darling, if I had my 20s to do over, darling, who would I be, darling? Oh God. Oh boy, perhaps. No, I would never be here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I know that youth is a beautiful thing. And young people, I speak to young people, do your thing. This young lady, 27, on business, you know, it was just very admirable. It was very inspiring. And even though, like, I was old enough to be her mom, you know, I felt like such a good energy from this young lady. I felt her light. And, you know, she didn't grow up in no silver spoon or anything like that, you know, but just felt like, wow, you know, come on, like, get it together. Get it together. Let's go. Really, should I have a room? Should I twerk over there? No, I won't. What should I? Here's Cali all day. Pulling low, East Coast, no cheap. Man, I tell you, people, hot top. It's matching a fucking people. Now, let me stop. That's not cute. That's not about the channel. I'm grabbing it by the damn yacht. I celebrate on the damn yacht. One shot, to get your man top. Still cooking up in your mama house with the lion out. I'm trying out with the iron out. Things. Yeah. And just I'm broke. Cold. I'm losing my hope.
Money should be vegan. How they getting rid of the beef? I throw exotic in the wood, start spinning the leaf. If it ain't about the money, start making it free. Like how much can you take everything right in your life, but in the cage, your fucking wife or your nigga's fake, be your friend to the end, and the nigga snake, and be the realest rivalry. Who knows about something? Someone snake them. What can you talk about that? Supposed to be your friend to the end, and the nigga snake. I don't like. I don't know about that per se, but I know about like people that's supposed to have been there. You know, people that's supposed to like be loving you down or whatever. But I don't know about a friend to an end. But I know about, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, the regular route in terms of like, you know, friendships and shit. But I never had no friend to the end and nobody snake because a friend to the end, it could have never been a friend to the end because they would have never snaked, right? But perhaps they were. But people are flaky, people are shifty, people are shady. Like I'm over it. That's why I really don't care. Like, it's just change. Think about it. It's just a lot of bullshit, you know. And people just are on all type of time, you know. Most people are not gonna keep it 100. Period. You know, most people are gonna be on bullshit. That's just a part, you know. And I always used to be like, oh my god, like, oh my god, I'm so honest. Like, I don't, like, why, like, no, girl, wake up. Yeah, you can be honest as a freaking flower. That don't mean people gonna be honest with you. And what you supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? When all I want to do is be an honest person. And at the end of the day, I'm living in a dishonest world. What the hell am I supposed to do? I still gotta keep it moving. Period. Like what the fuck? Are you done? Like you're about. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know. At the end of the day, you better get it together or keep it pushing. Period. Nigga, I should smack you. That's it. Like nobody cares. You know? Nobody cares. And that's what I had to realize. Nobody cares. It's like Sonny in the movie Bronx Tale. You know? Sonny, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, Sonny. I gotta get my blue lighter. I got the broken one. I gotta get the fixed one. Coño. Cali all day. Big deep dope. It's matching the fucking peak coat. Me broke. I'm grabbing it by the damn block, break it down, then chef it up till the grand rocket damn pop. I sell away on a damn yacht. One chef, two, Shadiki, your man top. Still cooking up, bass in my mama house. Tank top under the road with the llama out. The draft camp, I'm in the league, I ain't trying out. Rather me hidden in your crib with the iron out. Blast on my face, mouths getting paid. Not wanting to blast, give me the cash and the safe. Just stressing, I'm broke. Keep stretching the cold credit streets. I'm losing my hope. My dude should be vegan. How we getting rid of the beef? And start. If it ain't about money, start making it brief. Sheesh. Like how much can a queen take? Everything in my life but a queen cake. All your friends fake, supposed to be your friend to the end and that bitch snake. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Let me take it back. What do you do? When you got somebody in your life that's supposed to be your friend to the end and they snake. I don't have a friend like that. I don't know anybody like that. But trust when I tell you, hearing the pain in my brother's voice as he raps that song, it was a friend he had
You know what I'm saying? That snaked him. I don't know what that's like, but I can only imagine that that's a nasty feeling. You know, it's not a pretty sight to be snaked by a friend, you know. And he says in the last few lyrics, you know, everything in a nigga life but a nigga cake. So that means, you know, everything in his life is good but his money. But then on top of that, and this is life, you know what I'm saying? This is not no shit that's like, you know, oh God, you know, that dropped out of the clear blue sky. This is life. So he says, and everything in a nigga life, right, but a nigga cake. And then he gets to the friend part. Supposed to be a nigga friend to the end, but a nigga snake. You know, how does one deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Like I had two best friends I considered in my life. Okay, two best girlfriends, Tasha and Kim. Lil Kim, we call her Lil Kim. I'm from Brooklyn, so we call her Lil Kim, whatever. She from the Towers. I met her probably 95. You know what I mean? We got clicked up 95. My bestie Tasha, Latasha, we got clicked up in 92, 99, like between 92 and 93. We both wound up going to the same junior high school. So Latasha, one chick I knew from at least let's just put 93. I'm 44 years old now. So 93 to now, I knew that girl for at least 30 years, over 30 years, okay? And the other chick, my girl Lil Kim from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. We all from Brooklyn. And my little, you know what I'm saying? My little chick from, that's my girl Lil Kim. Not Lil Kim, but my homie Lil Kim from Atlantic Towers, Ocean Hill. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That's my hometown, Lil Kim. And so, but she got big ties, you know what I'm saying, in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Big Brooklyn. Shout out to Black O Macco. You know what I'm saying? Anybody on here that know about Black O Macco from Brooklyn is big energy, is big guys, is big names, is big people. But anyway, that's not the reason why I'm here. I'm just calling out these names. But I say all that to say, like, getting back to my brother's song. That's what I'm about. It's new life revolution. It's about connecting to conscious souls, hopefully in the, wanting to, get to divine ascension. That's my mission, and that's what I hope the mission are for my viewers and my subscribers. That's it. So if you go to any of my videos, if you go to any of my shorts, you'll look at it, you'll be able to judge for yourself, see the content, see that I'm not, I'm not somebody that's like up and down. My word has always been my word. My yes has always been my yes. My no has always been my no. And at the end of the day, I'm an imperfect person. In fact, I'm not a person. I'm a star seed. I'm not of this world, but I'm here and volunteered to be here because at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, it's a suffering that I've signed up for, and I've bore that suffering. Trust me, I've I've dealt with a lot of suffering, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. And so, I believe it's my mission and the divine's mission for me to find other sufferers, other souls that were dark. You understand? And the numbers go down, and that's okay. I don't mind that because at the end of the day, listen, we were all in the dark at one point. You know what I'm saying? Before we found the light. So it's all good. And that's the beauty of my channel. Like, I don't discriminate. You can, denounce it, you can flee from it. That's fine. But ultimately, I hope you find a light in some aspect or area of your existence. You don't have to find it here, but perhaps this message will find you in several years from now, or maybe several weeks from now, or maybe even several days from now, or maybe who knows, in the next several minutes, something may come across you where connect with this, and then it all makes sense. But at the end of the day, I don't present myself as any guru. I'm not here as no authority or anything like that. I'm here as a middle-aged woman having awakening, going through my dark night of soul, where I'm realizing really what life is about. I'm 44 years old. I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Grew up fairly very decent. Had a dad, mom. Dad, mom was an artist, dad was an artist, dad was a hustler. It's that whole shtick. You know, things are good, life is good. And then, dad may be too much of a hustler. And then, things go awry. He ends up in a can. And now, mom is kind of out, you know, picking up the pieces, trying to, make stuff happen. And therein, perhaps she falls into problems or issues or whatever. And that's life. But moving on from that, we take all those things in stride. This is what we come into, and we just want to eventually evolve. We want to be better than we are. We want to actually like live our sole purpose, our mission. Like nothing's perfect, but ultimately, like, I don't care about, I mean, for the most part, this is the matrix, you know what I mean? So with that being said, to me, that just kind of denounces and takes away and clarifies so many things, So I talk to you as a biological woman, as a physical woman. I was born a woman with two breasts, a vagina. I'm not trying to get too vulgar, but I menstruate, all that stuff. But that's not really who yeah, I'm a teacher. Like, you're a mechanic, you're Joe with the penis. And yeah, but at the end of the day, what are we underneath that? You understand what I'm saying? And we're more than that. So that's always that's like my mission, in essence, is to uncover and to unwrap the true essence of who we are. And who we are divine souls. We're not people. We're not just flesh and blood. You're Larry and you're a mechanic. I'm Elizabeth and I'm a nurse. He's Barry and he's a bus driver. She's um, Lisa and she's a cashier. Like, that's not who we are. Oh, he's a Virgo, she's an Aquarius, whatever. I'm a male, he's a woman. Like, yeah, that's who we are in the physical sense, but that's not who we are underneath the veil. And so the reason behind my channel is un uncovering the veil for divine souls to understand the divinity, understand the greatness, understand the power, understand the essence and the true source in which they descend. That we're just not these regular, schmegular, degular people. And then we look at our lives, and oftentimes we compare them to like all these uber successful people and celebrities and all that stuff. And sometimes we're looking back like, damn, I wish I was, or why couldn't I? But you don't even know who you are. We don't know who we are. And that's the thing. We don't know. We think we're just flesh and blood. We think that, oh, I'm such and such son. I'm such and such daughter. Oh, my grandmother's this. But no, you're so much more. Because before you was Catherine's son or, Robert's daughter, you existed outside of this. And then the numbers go down and it's okay. I'm not tripping because I don't need anyone on the live. Like, at the end of the day, I know the truth. I teach my family the truth. So at the end of the day, if a person logs on and they turn off, that's fine. You never have to watch. I don't care. At the end of the day, honestly, I do care. I care about the divine souls. But you know what? I don't care about people just being flip floppers. So at the end of the day, I feel like once I've told you, once I've shared the truth, once I've given the knowledge, whoever takes it, takes it. I've done my part. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to feel any type of way about anything. The truth is something that everyone can have. The truth is something that, is free. So if you want to be a baboon If you want to continue to be a bozo, if you want to continue to be a bum, which is someone that just like wants to continue to like be nothing, you want to continue to exist in a space and an energy of just like, where you're gonna constantly be owned. That's on you. You understand? That's on you. You know, if you're gonna die a slave, that's on you. If you're gonna die in a matrix, in a false reality, believing that you were something or that this world was something, that's on you. All I can do is just try to bring the message. That's it. And the message come in many different shapes, forms, and fashions. I don't liken myself to a prophet. I'm not coming on a religious spiel. What I'm doing is coming with the truth. And at the end of the day, it may not be your truth. That's fine. But I'm not going to stop, because at the end of the day, I believe that that's my purpose. I'm a star seed. You understand? Let's get to that. Shout out to my guy Zip with a Drip. But this is New Life Revolution. This is about, read the words, understand the subject. This is about evolution. This is about a new life. So if you're the type of person that's like stuck in like a false doctrine, a certain way of doing things, if all you've known in your whole life is what you've known, guess what? This is not going to be the channel for you. No. This not going to be for you. This is never going to be for you. What this channel is for people that think outside the box, people that realize that it's more to life than what they've been told, people that understand that, they're not just going to acquiesce, and they're just not going to be gullible and listen to everything somebody tells them. So if you're the type of person that, you don't have any backbone, you don't have any sense of independence, you don't have your own thoughts, this is not for you. You need to go. Exactly. Get the fuck up off of my shit. I'm sorry. Get the fuck up off of here. Because this ain't for you. This channel, my channel, is for those that are either enlightened or seek enlightenment. And if you're not for either of those things, it's not the channel for you. So you don't need to even show up. You need to go. I don't need you here, because at the end of the day, you're taking up space for uh, a semi-enlightened, a want to be enlightened soul. I don't need you here, because at the end of the day, this is raw new life revolution, and at the end of the day, all is being promoted is higher consciousness, okay, divine consciousness. I'm dealing with ascended masters energy. We're dealing with star seeds. We're dealing with light workers. We're dealing with, energies outside of this 3D plane, this dirty world. They call the chicken a dirty bird. This is a dirty world. I'm dealing with 5D and above. So at the end of the day, if you're not on that 5D, you're not going to get it. It's going to seem weird to you. It's going to be like I'm speaking Spanish or Italian to you. But that's okay, because you're still in the matrix. And I pray for your soul. I pray that you don't leave this journey, this mission, because you're on a mission. I pray that you don't leave this mission without like understanding your purpose. And the purpose is not for you to be like have the biggest house. The purpose is not for you to like have $1 million. The mission is never going to be for anything outside of you. It's always going to be inside of you internally. Exactly. And when I say that, people leave, and you need to stay gone. Don't come back, because at the end of the day, it's only about evolution over here. So my channel is specifically for those that think outside the box. Either you're already enlightened, one, or you are seeking enlightenment. That's the only two purposes for my channel. I mean, if you don't fall in either of those categories, this is not the place for you. Maybe you'll just come and troll. That's fine. Listen, it's a free country, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. So do what you want. But at the end of the day, the mission and the purpose is always going to be for higher awareness, divine consciousness, ascension. Period. That's it. And so, whatever that looks like for you, whatever you think that is, that's fine. But I know what it is for me. And it's outside of the matrix. It's understanding who I am, what I am. You know what I mean? And I'm not this flesh and blood. I'm not this person that you see. Who I, if I met you, you're not who you are. You understand? We're divine souls. You know what I mean? These bodies, these are shells. What's underneath the surface? That's what counts, because that's the beginning, and that's gonna be the continuation. You understand? Because there's never gonna be an ending. So at the end of the day, there's never going to be death. There's no such thing as death. So many people, yeah, go, because you're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're so like retarded. Like, I'm sorry to use that word, but you're so unintelligent. For people to still be grieving over a dead person, not understanding that, sweetie, it's like life is in that. You should cry that they're here and they're suffering. Don't cry when they transform and they transmute and they go to another experience. How small minded of you. How dumb are you? And that's the thing. Most people are really illiterate. They really are illiterate. And that's the sad thing when you think about it. Most people are really illiterate. They really are illiterate. They don't have a clue. They cry at death. They laugh at birth. They rejoice at birth. They like, get the fuck out of here. Like, at the end of the day, it's time to take the gloves off. Like, I feel like there's been a part of me that's been like kind of tipsy, like tiptoeing on real shit. And at the end of the day, this is what it is. And I don't care if I lose every freaking subscriber. I gotta speak the truth. And the truth is that most of everybody running around here are lost. They have no clue. Most people are existing in a false reality. I don't give a fuck how you feel. That's your problem. Period. And I will not be the person that I am, and I won't be doing my mission in which I volunteered to come down to this piece of shit place. So at the end of the day, I'm going to say my message and I'm going to get my words out. Because if I had to come and fucking volunteer to come to this earth, this 3D, lowest vibrational, the filthiest existence ever. Like, people say hell on earth. Yeah, you're right. This is a part of hell on earth. It's disgusting here. Like, any smart person in their right mind would never want to come here. But I chose to come here. So I got to deal with it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to speak my truth. Period. And I don't give a damn who don't like it, who thinks I'm crazy. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm on a mission. And so my superiors and the people that's in higher places than I am, they're watching me. Everything is being judged. Everything is being recorded. And at the end of the day, whether I failed or I passed, it's never going to be said that I didn't do it. That's a fact, period. And so that's the thing. I respect authorities. I don't care what this life is. I do what I know is for the highest good, period. And so that's what I'm doing in this experience. I wish I didn't come here, but somehow I ended up here. And so it's all good, because when I leave here, I'm going to go to a way better place. And that's what I'm grateful for. And that's it. So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping on it. All I want to do is I want to fulfill my mission. I want to gather everything that I needed to gather to take back to my place, to my home, to my people, and be able to, grow and make a difference. And the difference now I'm learning the difference when might not ever happen on earth. You know, people say, "Oh, I want to make a difference in this world." Yeah, no, I'm a star seed, so I'm already different. I'm the difference in the world. If you want to be real, like if you want to be candid, I'm the difference in the world. But I mean, outside of that, being a difference is like, I want to really be able to go back and educate. And that's going to happen automatically. Like I'm in my purpose, I'm in my mission, and, you know, earthlings and low vibrational energies and people operating with those low vibrational souls, you're never going to get it. You'll always flee. It'll never make sense to you. So that's that. It is what it is. I'm not gonna convince anyone. That's not my mission. It's not my goal. I'm just telling you my thoughts. And it's up to you. Thank you. Goodbye.
You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say and they live.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta listen to the words people say out their fucking mouth.
You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying.
Look what people saying.
Yeah, 'cause peep the game.
Peep the game and read between the lines. That's all I'm asking my conscious ones to do. Read between the lines. Stop listening to everything you hear. Hell, you ain't even gotta listen to everything you hear with me. Fight that shit. Go do your own research. I would tell you, do your research. Do your research. Don't listen to everything I say. Do your research. That's the thing. I'm not here trying to be a super teacher. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm telling you things that, at the end of the day, is for the benefit of all, the collective. And so do your research. They're planning the next pandemic. They're trying to get us right. The blueprint for China is coming. And get the fuck out. You guys are losers. And that's why I can't wait. And that's why I'll play my brother's music. Because niggas is lame. People are lame. Stay in your lives. Continue to be slaves. I don't give a shit. That's your life. You want to continue to be a slave, that's on you. As your family, your kids, you and your mother and father going to be in that resettlement camp. Not me. I'm going to be out of there. You're going to be in that resettlement camp. You know what I'm saying? Being a modern day slave. That's what you're going to be. I don't give a shit. If you want to become a slave in a modern day time, that's fine. We already slaves, but technically you're going to be really enforced as a slave, meaning captured and, subjugated to a certain amount of confinement. That's your business. You're not going to say that you didn't hear it somewhere before. 3, 4 years, 5 years, when you find yourself and your kids in that camp, you're going to be feeling crazy. You're going to say, damn, I heard that girl say that. Yeah. You're going to be fucked. And most niggas talking about that gangster. You ain't trying to take that bullet. That's a fact. I got a bad pain in my wrist. But with that million bullet that they built, that they bought, if they say, listen, either you come in a resettlement camp or we'll give you a bullet. Most motherfuckers go to that resettlement camp. Ain't nobody gangster enough to die for their freedom. It's all a joke. But you gangster enough to go out there and turn up on your girlfriend, turn up on your wife, turn up on the next man, But you're not going to turn up on the powers that be. That's what I said. It's a discrepancy. It's disgusting, A person will go off on a coworker, but you won't dare go pop off on your boss. It's pussy. It's giving pussy. It's giving clownish behavior. It's giving real bitch assness. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in a club or a party, You'll all be at a gas station, and your own, another person that look just like you, or that may not look like you, that may be somebody from somewhere else. They'll, any infraction, you'll turn up on them, but the cops stop you, and you're obedient. You're not doing nothing. All you're doing is running your fucking mouth. You're not doing nothing. And I'm not promoting no violence against police or authority. By God, no. We need those guys. We need law enforcement because this place will be wickeder than we ever thought. But you will never like attack your oppressor. You will always go after like a victim, like a minority, or I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like go out there and rob a bank. Yeah, I encourage that. I encourage that. Yeah, I'll go to jail for that. Go rob a bank. I had two uncles back in the day that robbed banks. One got locked up, one didn't. One took a note, one took a gun. Tell me which one you think got locked up. Yeah, and that was in the 70s. This is what it's going to need. Because the revolution is we going to need money. You know, I'm calling for the order of, different militias out there. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling for militias to ground up from the tri-state area to the surrounding areas. Round up. This is what it's going to take. No government was ever overthrown without the unification of people. I mean, the suffering, the hurt, the broken, the disenfranchised. People got to arm up. We got to arm up. We have to arm up. Period. That's the only way we're gonna be able to maintain our freedom. Honestly. The only way we could keep these United States of America literally like free, if you will, because it ain't free. But at the end of the day, we want to at least keep it the way it is, at the bare minimum. We're gonna have to fight for this thing. Cause trust me, the powers that be, they trying to make it be something else. You better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. Gear up. Start taking your lessons in firearms. Start learning self-defense. Start learning basic survival skills. Because it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And it's not just so this government. It's just going to be the powers that be in general. The globalists. The shadow government. The technocrats. Listen, it's gonna get nasty. Believe my words. How do we prepare for getting nasty? We gotta start getting our mind right. Gotta start like literally. We have to start like unifying, getting back with our families, getting back to the essence, because honestly, we're gonna be fucked without Vaseline. I'm telling you now, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Trust me, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty. So what we gonna do about it? What we gonna do, Five? What we gonna do? It's gonna get ugly, Five. Gotta get it together. It's gonna get nasty.
I came, y'all, prophecy my person, y'all lame like my pain just really wasn't enough, like my flame propane wasn't
It's gonna
enough.
get ugly.
Pop name recording and stuff, right? So I'm back to recording the cuts. This is part 2.
My brother, Young Ace. Holla at my bro, Young Ace. Yep. Blasphemy. Trasphemy.
I'm in the field, one still don't last for me, and I'm still black flag.
Stop asking me about me. Got king. My we the have nots. You see my struggle?
And slaves too, so a nigga back crying again. No lie, man, I'm sick of that trying again. But I can hear slaves saying keep trying again. It's tricky. My life no buzz on cold price.
I need to order food. Oh God, they